Mrbeast is a YouTuber who is known to give away hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars away. But what if he gave away subscribers instead? Well, this is what happened, and we will be talking about this in this video. This happened on the 5th September 2020. Zealous won and was given a free shout out from him himself, the Beast. He went from 50,000 subscribers all the way to 1.8 million in just 7 hours. What didn't come to anyone's knowledge is that this shout out would almost lead to the destruction of Zealous's channel. But before we get into this, we have to start from the beginning. Zealous, or Matthew Doan, was born on the 23rd January 2000 in Dayton, Ohio, and as a kid, he was into making YouTube videos. When he was 7, he was obsessed with making Lego stop animations. But as he got into his early teenage years, he started daily vlogging. He didn't know exactly what he was doing. He was just a kid with a camera and a dream. Matthew continued to daily vlog until he turned 17, until he got accepted in the YouTuber Partner Program. This just meant YouTube paid him to make videos now. Sadly, this took him 4 years and over 100 videos, which was all going to be ruined. But he wasn't really learning anything from this, and he was just doing it for fun. So Matthew, one day, decided to delete it all and start from scratch. Now, he was going to begin taking YouTube seriously. He started to study larger content creators, but specifically Preston and Mrbeast videos that had heavy momentum, or videos that were doing well for a specific channel. Then, he would use them to come for inspiration for his own YouTube videos. Mrbeast was a massive inspiration for Matthew, and he pictured himself next to him one day. This was just a dream. He hoped one day he was stood next to his idol, and his life forever would be complete. Only this didn't turn out how this was pictured by him. Around this time, he met another YouTuber who is known as J-Stu. J-Stu was a pretty established content creator and was sitting around 3 million subscribers at the time. They took him under their wing to teach him the ropes. They allowed Matthew to work as an editor for the channel. By doing this job, he got to learn a ton about YouTube and was able to convert it into his own YouTube channel, and got his first viral video titled Testing 5 Outdoor TikTok Life Hacks. This video currently sits around 1 million views. He continued to do video ideas like these, where he even posted one titled I Said Yes to More J-Stu for 24 hours straight, where he controlled his life for 24 hours and he even had to shave his head at the end. This is an important keynote of how he was selected for the Mrbeast challenge. Zealous started to gain a small audience. He just passed the 30,000 subscriber mark. Everything was looking great. Nothing could go wrong, but something was brewing in the background that would change his life forever. You see, Mrbeast was planning on a video where he was going to have 4 small content creators put their hand on the diamond play button, but the last one to take their hand off would win a free shout out. You see, the reason he did this is because he wanted to bring on 4 people that were used to being funny and entertaining on camera. And who's better at being funny and entertaining than content creators? So Mrbeast put out a tweet for small content creators under 100,000 subscribers to fill a Google form to get a chance to be part of the video. And of course, as you can imagine, there were tens of thousands of content creator submissions, so the chances of Zealous getting chosen was slim to none. But Mrbeast's team looked at Matthew's submissions and they saw that he was a content creator willing to do anything to grow on YouTube, even shave his head for a video, and willing to do anything to make sure that the content turned out good. So they knew he was a great person to be involved, so they went with the idea of selecting him to be part of the Mrbeast challenge. He was one day sitting in the church praying that Mrbeast himself or his team would reply, until he got a call from Mrbeast himself to ask him if he was available to fly down to North Carolina. Obviously, Matthew said yes, and a few days later he was in North Carolina to win the shout out. And on the day of Matthew and 3 other upcoming creators, Isaac Photo, Unnecessary Inventions, and Pretty Born, all put their hand on the diamond play button. But the challenge had officially begun. Matthew was in the most competitive mindset that he had ever been. He was not going to lose. They started by letting him destroy Carl's car. As they were doing so, Unnecessary Inversions accidentally lifted. His hand fell off the diamond play button. Matthew looked in horror. He was not going to fall like his fallen comrades. He was going to win. After they went to buy Carl a new car, they didn't really do much. They just stood around for 5 hours until Jimmy came back and made the challenge even harder. He did this by making them hold a 1,000,000 subscriber play button in their own hand and letting the other hand's finger only be the thing touching the diamond play button. They also put tape on their feet so they couldn't come forward, and also raising the button. They had been doing this all night, and at this point they were extremely exhausted. But as you could tell, Matthew simply wanted it more. He just couldn't live with the guilt of walking away from the challenge empty-handed. But what if he did with a shout out? One of the content creators ended up stepping in front of the tape, so they only ended up receiving $10,000, which is a lot, but it wasn't really the shout out they were expecting. The guilt of his fallen comrades was sad, but he just won a shout out by the beast of YouTube. This was the highest moments in history of his life. Not only did he get to meet his idol, but he unlocked his biggest life goal, which was only being completed around the corner. Matthew wanted to make the most of this, so he began working on a video that's essentially the same as Mrbeast's video, but from his own perspective. And when Mrbeast posted his video, Matthew posted about how he just won 1 billion subscribers from a Mrbeast challenge. This was crazy, as he went from 50,000 subscribers to 100k in only a few minutes, all the way to 1.8 million in only 7 hours. His video was doing really well, as it currently sits around 11 million views. He continued to take advantage of his success, and he posted another video titled Mrbeast Controls My Life for 24 hours. This video also performed well, currently sitting at 6.3 million views. This was his dream. It seemed like nothing could be in the middle to stop him. Also, everyone thought. You see, on the 27th of September 2020, he posted a video titled I made the world's biggest cup of ramen, but for the lack of words, this video flopped. And when I say flopped, it means it performed relatively the same way as before the shout out. Also, this wasn't bad. It was like Matthew didn't know how this was gonna happen. Matthew knew he was only able to make content with a 50k subscriber level, not a 1,000,000 or 2 million level. And besides, people only subscribed to him because Mrbeast told them to. It wasn't even like they liked Matthew's content. Nobody really cared to watch his videos. You can see this happening over other channels that receive shoutouts, and after all, the hype dies down, and it's as if it never ever happened before. It wasn't like he would have just given up though. He began to experiment with his content and test the waters. So he made and posted a video titled asking millionaires to play hide and seek in their mansions. Even this performed the same way as usual videos. So he made a video format that worked well previously. Best friends only say yes 24 hours straight. This also performed the same way, and after many more videos, it seemed like nothing he tried was working. Until one day, Matthew decided to take a different route. You see, ever since the shout out, Zealous tried to act like Mrbeast because he wanted to resonate with that audience. He was trying to be someone that he wasn't. So for the next video, he was going to make a video that he would enjoy. He was finally going to see himself again. A small legend was born into this big world on that day of that decision. So his team began brainstorming ideas until they eventually came up with the idea to make a secret room. Matthew had the perfect place in his home to make one. Matthew even destroyed the wall of his home in the intro. He was locked in. They posted this video and no one knew how well it would do, but it got millions of views. This video blew up and was performing better than all of his other ideas. This outperformed all of his videos during the shout out. And you can see, even today, other big creators use this format. And you can see it all across YouTube. So, guys, as we've learned today, success doesn't come overnight. There's no shortcut to success, and there will never be. You have to work the hard way, the right way, and God willingly, it'll get you there.